Welcome back to the Jarretts Journey. If you caught our last video, you saw us kick off this build from the ground up.
That was the start of our backyard chicken coop build. And today, we're moving into the next big step. Making this coop look like a finished structure. Today's project is all about siding the coop using premium T111 siding, also known as LP SmartSide.
We chose this siding both for aesthetics and durability. It gives us that classic barn style look, but it's also built to handle weather and last a long time outdoors. Here we're starting our cuts using a circular saw with a high tooth count blade to get those smoother, cleaner edges.
And to keep everything straight and consistent, we're using a Kreg straight edge saw guide. It makes a huge difference when you're working with large siding panels. To make fitting the siding easier, we temporarily removed the nesting box we installed in the last video.
Sometimes stepping backward a little makes the final install way cleaner. Now we're taking measurements for some of the more critical cuts. And remember, measure once and cut twice. Or wait, is it the other way around?
Let's just say, measure carefully. For the smaller, more detailed cuts, we switch over to a jigsaw. This helps us get tighter, more precise shapes where the circular saw just can't reach.
Now we temporarily place the panels so we can scribe the cutouts for the windows, the door, and the vents from the inside.
Doing it this way makes final installation way easier and helps everything line up exactly where it needs to be. Once everything is cut, we start installing the siding panels using finished trim head screws instead of traditional nails.
They give a strong hold, and they're much easier to remove later if we need to.
And you'll definitely see why we chose screws in an upcoming video.
Everything lines up really nicely here, which is always a great feeling during a build. It's back to measuring, cutting, and fitting the remaining siding panels.
This part is repetitive, but it's what it takes to make the final result look clean and professional. Almost finished. We move on to siding the nesting box so everything matches the main coop.
It really starts pulling the whole project together visually. We're making some serious progress on this DIY hen house build.
And there's more coming in the series. Trim work, finishing details, and getting everything ready for our future flock.
So if you're into DIY projects, backyard chickens, or homestead builds,
make sure you subscribe and stick around for the upcoming content.
And thanks for following along with us on the Jarretts Journey.